We have to warn everybody.
I have one more class to teach.
When the Gen V Season 2 Episode 8 trailer dropped, it didn't open with explosions or chaos. It opened with silence, the kind that sits between heartbeats. A campus once built to train heroes now looks like a war zone. Bloodied halls, smoke rising from the quad, and a slow-motion shot of Marie walking through the wreckage, as if she's seen it all before. This is not the same Marie Moreau who entered Godolkin University a season ago. She's colder now, sharper. The idealism is gone, replaced by something that feels almost military. A survivor who's realized that every authority she trusted was designed to lie to her. But this isn't just her story anymore. Episode 8 looks like it's going to be the moment all of Godolkin's survivors finally step forward, not as test subjects, but as a rebellion. Before we go deep down, give it a thumbs up if you like my video. They built us to obey. The trailer's first quote appears in bold white letters. They built us to obey. Underneath it, flashes of chaos. Soldiers storming the Godolkin campus. Students running, lights flickering. It's quick, almost subliminal. But you can tell that whatever's happening, the outside world has finally found out what Godolkin was hiding. Marie's voice cuts in.
We think awaken him will save all and defeat Homelander.
Her tone isn't defiant, it's exhausted. The weight of leadership is on her shoulders now, because Gen V Season 2 has been quietly setting her up as the moral counterweight to the chaos Homelander represents. And in this finale, the question becomes simple. Can the children of Vought's corruption fix what their makers broke, or will they burn with it? The return of Thomas Godolkin. The trailer wastes no time confirming it. Thomas Godolkin is alive. He's not a ghost, not a memory. He's standing in the ashes of his own university. His hair's disheveled, his lab coat charred, and he looks like a man resurrected not by science, but by obsession. The way the camera frames him is deliberate. Low angle, slightly tilted, a nod to classic cinematic villainy. Behind him, shattered test tubes glimmer like tiny stained glass shards. He says only one line, "You still think I'm the villain?" That moment sets the tone.
I have one more class to teach.
Godolkin doesn't see himself as evil. In his eyes, he's a visionary betrayed by his own creations. His return feels almost biblical, a father facing the children who refused his command. But this time, those children have evolved. The students unite. The trailer's next sequence is pure electricity. Marie, Jordan, Emma, and Kate. 5 faces once divided by mistrust and fear, now move together like a squad. Each cut emphasizes teamwork instead of individuality. Jordan and Marie are covering each other in a hallway shootout. Emma is shrinking mid-leap, using her size to sabotage a containment unit. For the first time, the group feels organized, coordinated, like an actual team. The visual language says it all. The shaky handheld shots that defined earlier episodes are gone. The camera is now steady and composed, giving the sense that the chaos is finally being directed by them. This is what rebellion looks like when the oppressed finally learn the system's rules and turn them inside out. The enemy inside the system. Midway through the trailer, there's a chilling reveal. Footage shows Vought operatives moving through Godolkin's ruins, retrieving what looks like biological data drives, small transparent cubes pulsing with red light. Over it, Kate whispers, "They're rebuilding him." The him, of course, is Godolkin, but what's worse is what that implies. Vought isn't shutting down the experiment. They're rebranding it. The same technology used to control Soups mentally and emotionally is being transferred to a new project. And that's when the music shifts. Low strings, almost mournful. We see Marie standing in front of the group, holding a vial of her own blood. She drops it on the floor. It spreads, forming a map of veins across the concrete. Jordan says quietly, "He built us to serve, so we'll use what he gave us to end him." That line captures the episode's philosophy. Vengeance and purpose intertwined. Homelander's shadow. Then, the trailer gives its biggest shock. A red, white, and blue streak across the sky. A sonic boom. A shadow lands behind Marie. For a split second, it's unmistakable. Homelander. He's standing above the chaos, cape whipping in the smoke, watching as the students stare up at him. The camera lingers on his eyes, calculating, unreadable. There's no dialogue, just the faint hum of tension. And then, the voiceover from a Vought broadcast plays, Homelander has arrived at Godolkin University to restore order, but his order means something different. Homelander's role, the calculated savior. This is where the trailer pivots into pure tension. The question hanging over every shot is, which side is Homelander on? We see flashes of him walking through the lab ruins, hands behind his back, scanning the chaos. One clip shows him staring at a destroyed containment pod, the same model that once held Marie's younger sister. He smirks. Fans who know the boys understand what that look means. Amusement mixed with opportunity. Homelander doesn't believe in allies, he believes in usefulness. The trailer implies that Godolkin's experiment, creating controllable soups, was something even Homelander found offensive. Not because it was cruel, but because it meant there could be more of him, and Vought doesn't need two gods. Which raises a wild possibility. Homelander could actually help destroy Godolkin, not out of morality, but pride. The Blood Pact, Marie's leadership. At the 1 minute 45-second mark, the trailer delivers its most powerful visual. The students standing in a circle, each cutting their palm and letting their blood fall into a single pool. It's not ritualistic. It's defiant. Marie says, "They made us from blood, we'll end them with it." The camera zooms into the pool, transitioning into a montage. The students moving through tunnels, setting traps, and confronting Godolkin's soldiers.
But he is powerful than us. Thomas Godolkin.
Every frame pulses with tension. There's even a brief glimpse of Kate using her powers to manipulate a guard's mind. Tears streaming down her face as she whispers, "Forget who you serve." This isn't about heroism anymore. It's about taking ownership of what they were turned into. The clash. Students versus Godolkin. The trailer's centerpiece battle looks cinematic in scale. Godolkin stands inside the destroyed lab, surrounded by containment pods glowing red. He activates a system on his wrist, releasing waves of sound that destabilize superpowers. It's chaos. Emma collapses, and Jordan's form flickers between male and female uncontrollably. Marie stumbles but manages to channel her power differently, grounding herself through her heartbeat, not the external chaos. That's when she launches what might be the trailer's signature shot. Streams of blood turning into razor-sharp tendrils that spiral around Godolkin like crimson ribbons. But Godolkin doesn't flinch. He yells, "You think I didn't design for this?" And suddenly the pods burst open. Dozens of hybrid soups, each one part of his experiment. They move like soldiers, mindless and unified. This isn't just a battle. It's a civil war between two generations of Godolkin's children. Homelander's intervention. The music drops to silence. We cut to the sky again. Homelander descends, slowly, arms folded, cape lit by firelight. The students stop fighting, staring in shock. Godolkin looks up, smiling. "My greatest creation," he says. But Homelander's face hardens. "No, I'm the end of you." Then, in a split second, heat vision cuts through the lab, burning straight through the machinery Godolkin was using to control his subjects. The room erupts. The symbolism is brilliant. The original Vought experiment, the apex predator, erasing his maker's attempt to replace him. But it's not mercy, it's ownership. Homelander doesn't destroy Godolkin to save anyone. He does it to remind everyone that he decides who lives and who doesn't. And the camera catches Marie's face as she realizes that. Freedom from one tyrant means kneeling before another. Aftermath, we're not free yet. The final montage is haunting. Flashes of students escaping the campus. Jordan is limping through the rain. Kate, staring at her hands, whispering, "He's gone." But so are we. Then, Homelander standing on the rooftop of Godolkin Hall, the Vought logo flickering behind him. Reporters below cheer, mistaking him for the savior. Marie watches from the shadows, blood dripping from her palm, her expression unreadable.